The A to Z show, bro.
Absolutely.
We going worldwide. What up, people? This is your boy, comedian Alfred King, and welcome back to another episode of the A to Z show. This is my co-host, Mr. Ira Coles, DJ Major League. What's up, brother?
What's good, man?
Oh, man, everything is everything. You look like you had a crazy week.
Another day in paradise, man. Another day in paradise.
That's what's up, man. Hey, listen. We're not going to waste time today. I'm excited about the show today. We got one of the funniest brothers in the world right now.
Indeed.
Come on, man. Internet sensation. And I know he don't like to be called an internet sensation because he's a true stand-up comedian.
Solid
This is
work.
the show where we bring true stand-up comedians to talk about themselves and to shine. My boy, the very funny, all the way from Sumter, South Carolina.
Sumter,
Yeah. Sumter, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Shula King.
What's good, man?
Shula King.
What's up, brother?
Shula, you made it.
I'm here, man.
You made it.
I ain't had no choice. You booked me. You booked me. Hey, man, I booked you for the podcast, brother. Come on. Oh, you ain't even going. Okay, all right, cool. Ain't no thing.
I had to do it like that,
It's
Shula.
all good, man.
I
You
had
know
to
that.
get
It's
you
all
out
good.
here.
That is a pet peeve of mine, but you know what? You my brother.
I broke
You
it.
my brother. You my
I was
brother.
like, we go ways back. I said,
Yeah. You knew I was gonna do it, but I was like, don't tell me.
No, you booked.
I'm gonna do it, but damn, don't tell me I did.
That's how I got it.
No, you
like,
booked.
Yeah, man, you are booked for the show. He said, what do you mean?
Man. And I
For the
appreciate it. I appreciate that enthusiasm, bro.
Yeah, man.
It was all love. I appreciate it.
It
It was
is,
all out
man.
of love, man.
Listen, man, we gonna get right into it. But how are you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I ain't got no complaints, bro.
You got like 8 sold out shows this weekend at the Arlington Improv.
7.
8.
Yeah, I started.
Eight
Okay, all
sounds
right,
better.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
They gonna end
12
up-
sold out shows. You know what I mean? Brother working. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. You got a lot of crazy things happening with you, man.
Man.
We'll get into the work later, but you just got married.
Just got married, man. Got a baby on the way.
A baby on the
Listen,
way.
Congratulations, man.
Me and my wife actually didn't want to say nothing about it.
So you broke it out right here? Because I didn't ask you about that. You just said it yourself.
No, you said I just got married, and
That's all I said.
Yeah, but I do, man. But we was kind of keeping it off of social media.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's just a real private, personal thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't make no posts about it.
But congratulations,
Thank
man.
you. Congratulations,
Beautiful.
man.
Well,
Beautiful.
ladies, he gone.
Yeah.
Out of there.
So
Oh.
I've been gone.
Yeah.
Too many reasons, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you on the road, you making money. I tell you, the game changes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you single and you broke, you got it made.
You think so?
Yeah, if you single and you broke, you got it made. As soon as you start making some money, coochie ain't gonna be free no more. Yeah, you gonna have to give up something. You know what I'm saying? But if anybody messing with you and they know you broke and they know you single, they all they want is what you know what I mean is the meat. That's all they want. God. But if you got something, you pull up in a Maserati or anything, and you got a little cash, you got the nice clothes, diamonds, whatever, living in a nice little, you know what I'm saying, condo, house, whatever. You think you ain't coming up off that?
Yeah.
Oh no. It's just like any business transaction when it
That's
comes to
exactly
rent.
what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Any type of business transaction, if they see, like, it's kind of like stocks. If they see if that stock ain't worth nothing, it ain't gonna do nothing.
Get rid of it.
All he got is the ding-a-ling. And you know what I mean? I want some ding-a-lings, I'm gonna go over there and get some ding-a-ling. That's it. That's what they think. But if you got dick and money.
Yeah.
Don't think I'm just leaving with the dick.
At that point, they ain't even halfway worried about the dick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They more
The dick
concerned.
just
They got to get out. Like you got your wife, you got your family, and I look at it like if I'm spending to do that, then now I'm taking money out the house.
Right.
So I ain't doing that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. Now that I done said that, I'm sure somebody gonna see this interview and try to make it a point.
Trying to make it a point. Like, he gonna do it with me.
I'm gonna get it. No, man. Can't do it, man. Can't do it, man.
Oh, man. So listen, a lot of people get this mixed up. They think, they see you online. That's all they know is he's an internet dude.
Yeah.
But I know you from way, but you've been doing comedy for a minute. Mm-hmm. You started doing stand-up comedy.
I've been doing comedy 17 years.
17 years doing stand-up comedy. And I remember this because I feel very honored to talk about this because we had been on tour in many years ago.
Man.
Before you got viral, we did a tour. Shout out to our big brother Capone. Man.
Shout out to Capone, man.
We were on Team Capone.
I can't wait to hear this story.
Listen.
Look, you ain't gonna hear it all. I can tell you that.
Oh, I know.
You ain't gonna get none of the details. You gonna get an overall. You ain't get none of the details.
So we were on tour with Capone, and the brother took us to the islands. We did Bahamas, we did St. Martin, and then we landed in Mexico. The Playa del Carmen, the Hard Rock Cafe Resort. We were out there for a minute. And we were working.
When I tell you I had so much fun.
That was an incredible experience.
That was probably some of the most fun I've had in a long time. Bro.
Yeah, man.
Like there's good times and then there's good times.
Yeah. And we were vibing.
I ain't gonna get out of it.
No, we're not gonna talk about all of that.
You was in your bag, sir.
Yeah.
You was in your bag, Albert.
The point I'm trying to bring across here about this whole story is we were sitting on the beach like one of the last nights that we were there, and we were just reflecting on what we were doing, what we were going, our vision, our focus. And you said something to me. You said, Alfred, when I get back home, I'm going to start doing these videos, man. I got this idea where I'm going to start talking about all these crazy things that are going on. And I was like, man, more power to you. And sure enough, man, one of the first videos that you did when you got back was talking about Donald Trump. And that sucker went viral.
Yeah, it did 22 million. What happened, I think,
insane.
man, it was a couple of them that kind of went by my surprise. Like it was, what happened, like I was doing videos and none of them were going viral. Then I started, like, there was like some of them would probably do it all right.
Yeah.
And then I did one, I think one of the first ones I did like 3 million was right before the Donald Trump was, I did Dwayne Wade and his wife.
Okay,
and,
Gabrielle Union?
Gabrielle Union. And I think it was something about the interview. Nah, I wasn't talking about the little boy. I was this was years before all that. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't do that anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, not the negative of it.
Yeah, but I mean it was something about, I guess she did a radio interview and I think they were talking about Gabrielle Union said something about licking booty or something like that. And of course I went in on that. And so that did like 3 million. You know what I'm saying? But this was when the algorithm lets your video did what it did.
Right.
They didn't suppress the numbers and stuff.
Like they do it now.
Like they do now, you know what I mean? But
crazy they doing that.
Yeah, because they want you to pay for it, you know what I mean? But yeah, so, you know, I did that and I did 3, and then everything after that was just kind of like, you know, a couple thousand, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you get one and then you thinking, and then it's like, a couple thousand. And then the funny thing, the Donald Trump video, I didn't even think was funny.
Right.
I was like, man, I ain't even going. I was like, let's just keep the page active. I'm gonna just do this. Man, posted that thing, man. And I was actually working a funeral. You know I'm a funeral director too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're
gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I just let the family in the church.
Comedy at a
Nah, man, just let the family in the church, sat them down, and I'm like, let me see what this video did. I'm thinking it probably done did like 500 views or something.
Right.
Man, I look at it, it had done 150,000 views in an hour. I was like, oh shit. Like, you know, by the end of the day, it was at 1 million.
Man.
I woke up the next day, it was at 3 million. And then it just kept going. But the good thing about it was, when it did that, I had already worked up a consistency.
Right.
Like I knew how to do videos consistently.
That's right.
So, and then after that, people just start sending me videos sending me pictures and videos like, talk about this, talk about that. And they still do. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, but it's just been going. But that's the biggest one to date.
So you don't have to search for the material. They send it to you. I
used to have to search. It used to take me all day to find the right thing and look for it and this, that, and then I'm going to talk about that. My process used to be, I would have to look for a video because I was working. So I have to look for a video. Look for a video or a picture.
Yeah.
And then I would go home at the end of the day, and I would write bullet points. Because I'm a comic. That's, you know what I'm saying?
We write material.
Yeah, we write stuff. So I would write down what I wanted to say, and then I go and record the video in the morning and edit it throughout the day while I was working. Like I go do something and then go to the bathroom, edit the video real quick, then go do something, edit it, make sure I had it right the way I wanted to, and then I would post it. So I had to go, I'd have to work it all around my day.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I mean? Because things have changed and this is really what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I do like 5-6 a day. And just be knocking them out. But now people just like when I talk. They don't even like when I just when it's all scripted and stuff. They just like when I just
go in.
Yeah, and that's how the one that did 22 million, that's how that was. It wasn't edited crazy, it wasn't none of that. It was just me just ranting. You know what I'm saying? Just going. So
because you were feeling it.
I was just going and just saying what was on my mind. So that's what I do every day. Just knock it out.
Incredible, man.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
funny shit, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And then when you get that big with it, and then like you said, you had to go look for the content. Now your subscribers and followers are just like, bro, have you seen this type stuff?
Yeah.
So,
are we live? We live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know because we gonna address the elephant in the room. Did he know we doing?
I know, right?
It's not live. It's not.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm sorry. Let me just go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you.
Because I was like,
It was distracting me.
No. Because I could tell in your eyes. You was like, nigga.
And so
You gonna edit that out. Man.
So your pops, your family.
Let me not get angry. Huh?
Yeah.
So nigga, he's getting tight too, Alfred. Yo, I ain't never seen Alfred mad, but I saw it. Nigga, I saw it coming. He was like, yo, when I heard it, I heard one little rumbling. This nigga was like, yeah. That's why I kept trying to talk over it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if I talk over it, then it ain't gonna pick up.
Picked up, but still we could hear it. And it
We
was
could
like,
hear it. Very distracting.
I could have sharpened a pencil in your mouth.
I know. I see. He's like, so the Merlot Broham.
What? Yo.
It's a great car, but nothing like a Cadillac. Nothing like a Rolls Royce.
What a great segue. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So Shula, your family, you grew up in a family that owns a funeral parlor, right?
Family-owned funeral.
Family-owned
right
funeral
there in
parlor.
South Carolina. Yep.
Run us through that, man, because that is crazy. Because I know you are a true funeral director.
Yeah, licensed embalming funeral director, man. Yeah, man. My family owns Williams Funeral Home, South Carolina. Right there, 821 North Main Street, across the street from Morris College. Been there for over 85 years, I believe.
Wow. Granddaddy started it.
Great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather.
Yeah.
Great-grandfather.
That's history right there.
And I know when you were on the road, I don't know about now, but you would, be on the road, get off the road, go home and work. Are you still doing that?
I go home when I can. I used to, my route used to be, because when I was living in Sumter, even if I was booked at the Comedy House, it was my home club.
Yeah.
I used to, Comedy House was in Columbia. That was in 45 minutes away. It was 45 minutes away. So what I used to do, work all day, drive to the hotel, change clothes, go to the club, perform, then get up in the morning, drive back, go to work, do that from it used to be a Tuesday through Sunday run.
Okay.
And I used to do that Tuesday through Sunday. And and Friday on the weekends I would probably a lot of times I couldn't even stay on the weekend because we probably had a show.
Yeah.
Probably had a funeral. So we had a funeral during the day, show at night. Funeral during the day, show at night. And I would probably, a lot of times I would stay on Sunday. So Sunday I get a chance to probably rest during the day if we didn't have a funeral. But that used to be just work every day. Work on that, work on this, work on that, work on this.
And now you don't do that no more.
No, I can't do that now because I don't live in something no more.
Okay,
you know what I mean? I'm just, I do it whenever I can.
How does Dad feel about that, man? Because you know how it is.
He cool. Everybody,
family business has got to be passed down from generation to generation.
Everybody supported. However, you know what I mean? I used to worry about it, but then, I just said, I used to worry about it a lot. Then God just like I have these moments where God actually speak to me directly. That's why I don't deal with a lot of these preachers that be talking about I'm blessed and I know God talk to me.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
He's supposed to.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like me and God lying.
Personal
ain't never
relationship.
Been, yeah, we ain't never been broken. So he just told me I would be worried. I worried about it. I think for about 2-3 years straight. About what's gonna happen and later on and this, that, and whatever. And God just told me, He's like, man, when the last time you fixed the problem?
Right.
You know what I mean? He's like,
let me.
You follow instructions. That's your job.
Yeah.
So I stopped worrying about it. I was like, God to tell me what to do when the time is right. That's that.
That's real, man. That's that's what's up. So you've branched over now.
Yeah.
You got not only you on tour, but brother, you on Wildin' Out. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I ain't no major key, but you know I'm on.
Hey, listen, you got a T-shirt.
Yeah.
You got a Wildin' Out.
They let you wear the clothes.
You got
You got to be doing something. They let you wear the clothes. Come on.
That's a
One
major
time
key.
he had on the same shirt Nick had on. You got to be doing something.
Yeah.
I can't wear it.
Yeah, I mean, man. Yeah,
I was gonna bring that up too earlier when you was talking about messing with the different ladies and stuff because it's gonna add to. And I was like, man, you got to have Nick Cannon money if you want to be. In
Man,
them
I ain't
situations.
even trying to do that. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this is what I'm trying to do. All I want to do is buy land, buy dividend stocks, invest in REITs. If y'all don't know what a REIT is, a REIT is called a real estate investment. They said it was real estate investment trust. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go ahead and write that down.
Yeah. And all it is basically like a dividend stock. It's like if you invest in a REIT, then every month, you know what I mean? It's by law a REIT has to kick out like 90-something% of their dividends.
What?
So that's how Floyd Mayweather makes a lot of money too. He'll invest like 7 figures or 6-7 figures into a REIT. And every month he got like $50-something thousand a month, you know what I mean, back. So, being able to do stuff like that, you know what I mean, like in anybody's position, if you just put yourself, even if you getting $500 a month back, and build yourself up to where you say, okay, I can make 5,000, turn that 500 to 5,000, you know what I mean, say within X amount of years, if I keep at the pace I'm going, it'll be $10,000 or $15,000 a month, and I can retire
Quick.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is you want to do. If you got you a little side hustle, you sell T-shirts or whatever, you got this money right here. All right, with this one, I'm going to live off this money and I'm going to invest this. You know what I mean? So now this little extra $10,000, $20,000 that I make from this little side gig selling T-shirts, I'm going to put it up here. Yeah. And over the years, like it may not be a whole lot now, but in 10 years, that's $200,000 or $250,000. And you can make a nice little return off $250,000 if you put it in the right place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, financial education.
Yeah, so I mean, like, dog, all the jewelry, gambling, women, cars, like, I'm not against none of that, but it's like,
it doesn't yield anything.
Honestly, man, when you in a position where you really ain't even driving like that,
right?
But you but you done spent
6 cars.
but you done spent $500,000 on the car. You don't even drive it,
right?
Yeah, you done spend $500,000 on a car. You don't even drive it. You might as well buy some land.
That's true.
Buy an apartment, like buy a quadruplex or you know what I'm saying? Something that's gonna actually pay you.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I'm thinking. Yeah.
And that's a genius way to think. I remember Killer Mike was talking about he was looking at a car he wanted, and his wife was like, "This complex is up for sale." Like I think you want to spend like $250,000 on some car. Yeah. And his wife was like, why don't you go buy this apartment complex over here?
Right.
Yeah.
And he said he did, and was one of the best financial decisions he made in his life.
Right.
It's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then thanks to Shuler King today, ladies and gentlemen, the A to Z show, teaching you financial education.
I go further to say this, man. Anybody, like if you looking to buy a house, especially if you a single man or woman, I wouldn't necessarily buy a house
to live in.
I would buy a duplex.
Yeah.
Cause it like, okay, you go and buy you
now your tenant is paying your mortgage.
Right. So I'm just saying, like if you buy a $250,000 house, you spend $250,000 on a house.
Yeah.
As opposed to spending $250,000 on a duplex or a triplex
or quadruplex.
Quadruplex, you know what I'm saying? So now you live in one.
Yeah.
And you renting out 3.
Yeah.
Or renting out 2 or whatever.
Right.
But now you got some stuff coming in.
Yeah. And your tenants is paying your mortgage and more.
And you're basically living in that place for free, really.
Yeah, pretty much living in there for free. And you just be surprised, man, how things can happen.
This is what they're teaching you at Wild 'N Out, huh?
Nah.
Nick Cannon is doing a beautiful thing.
Nah, you know what? Honestly, man, when I used to be broke. And I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't broke as everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Even though you work for family business, a lot of times people think you work for family. You just, they paying you $1 million a minute. And it's like, no, I wasn't making, so I didn't have
that. The inverse, actually.
When I didn't have, it's the reverse.
Because they like, come on now.
You see the numbers.
Come on now.
So a lot of people are dying right now.
Yeah. So really, what I would do is I would sit down and I would always think about what I would do once I got me some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And where I would go and what I would do. And it's like, I just took an interest in it. I'm more interested in real estate than jewelry or anything like that. I don't care nothing about none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I get tempted. Like, you have wilding out. Everybody be, I got these Rolexes and diamonds, and I be like, man, I need to get, you know what I'm saying? Especially when people act different around you because they think because you don't have that, that you ain't got it. Right. Bitch, blow this bitch up. But what's the?
You want to see my bank account?
You know what I'm saying? But what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, later on down the line, honestly, man, to put myself in a position where it's just like, you know what? I want to live comfortable later on, because the truth of the matter is we can do comedy for the rest of our lives, but I don't want any of us to be in a position where we're the guys that got to do it. Have to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, you want, because then you're not enjoying it.
Right. It's
you know
work.
what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, man, I my body weary, goddamn, I got to get my tooth fixed. All kind of stuff wrong. You know what I'm saying? But because it's so many comedians that we know that are famous and broke.
For real.
You know what I mean?
We've worked with them.
Yes.
We
all
worked
through the
with
entertainment industry, man.
Famous and broke as hell.
And they're the ones who are the most bitter most of the time. They mad at you for being funny.
They are famous, they are flashy, and they broke as hell.
Yeah.
They got diamonds, they got jewelry, they got cars, they got fame, and their only thing is, like, they go to the club or they go someplace and people want to take pictures. They want to do this, they want to do that. And that's fine.
They're celebrity.
But when you start peeling back the layers,
it's rough.
They life is jacked up because they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
And then we got some who are extremely humble and quiet, but they work hard and they got some shit.
It's like what you were saying though earlier, Shula. Like, I'd rather have the real estate and all this. It's like 3000 saying, man, Bill Gates don't dangle diamonds in the face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People who really got it don't.
People who really got money ain't trying to show it to you.
They ain't trying to show you.
They not trying to show you at all. Like, I mean, it's like, man, it's like just, like I said, when you get to a point where, because there's a difference between somebody who got a 6-figure job and somebody who makes 6 figures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You making 6 figures, that means, like, if you got a 6-figure job, I got to get up, I got to be over here.
Clock in.
And I got to clock in order to make it.
Yeah.
But if I'm making it, I could be in Cancun walking around with my robe on.
a white one.
Yeah, a white robe. Acting a damn fool. And I'ma still get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like everybody who's capable of doing it your job should be mailbox money. Yeah, I don't care what it is, man.
There's a major distinction between rich and wealthy.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know what I'm saying, and I know we supposed to be funny, but you know what I'm saying, I'm a serious dude sometimes.
No, man, that's what we're all about here. You know, we got to talk about it.
Honestly, like, it's about the biggest, I think one of the biggest foundations of wealth, you know what I mean, that I'm learning, or just any type of prosperity, is accountability. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you like, because we have a bad culture, and I say we, I'm talking about black people as a whole. Yeah. We got a bad culture of, we go to church and, Lord, I want money, and the preacher be telling the same lie every New Year's Eve. Amen. This is your year of prosperity, and you gonna claim it, and then you be like, You said that last year. Her son got shot here. The other son got locked up and shit. They broke her down and they was. This ain't it. What she claiming? So my thing is teach the truth.
Yes.
Tell somebody
fundamentals.
Instead of saying, Lord, I want to be rich. Say, Lord, I need to make the steps towards being financially literate.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you're financially literate, what happens is opportunities to make money and multiply whatever it is you have all around you.
Yeah.
They're already there.
Yeah.
It's just that because you don't understand and you didn't take the time to gain the knowledge, you don't even see it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like you don't even see the opportunity because you didn't become financially literate, or you're not opening your mind to say, all right, how can I take accountability and figure my situation out to be where I want to be? And it's all around you, but you're not saying, you know what I mean? You looking at God and everybody else, Lord, you ain't blessed me. And God, like, I put all of it right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Go get it.
Right, go get it. But if you blaming him and looking at everybody else, then you're never going to see it. Yeah. You know what I mean? You listening to the pastor because he, isn't this your year? And you be like, hey, nigga, I ain't got time for that now. We got to, you know what I mean? Because if you can't get we just go to get entertained.
Exactly.
And I ain't bashing the church. I'm just saying, like, that same old every year you take the same thing. It's like, man, don't nobody want to hear that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Teach me how to do it.
But you know what, though? A lot of pastors don't know.
They don't.
Because a lot of them be lying.
Or sometimes they do know, but they ain't giving you
man, I know, bro. They don't know.
I think most of them have a gift. The only gift they have,
got a gift of gab. But this is the thing. What I found out, man, I know somebody who worked at the DMV. She was like, man, you'd be surprised how many pastors I've seen come in here. Their license are suspended. They'll tell their congregation that they walked into, they can walk on the car lot and buy any car they want to, and actually the car leased and all kinds of stuff. It's just lying. You just flat out lying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's it's like if you really actually knew what it was to be financially literate or to acquire wealth, then you would teach. You would tell them, listen, we need to sit down and teach each other how to do this. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we will have prosperity. It's a dream selling. And I ain't bashing nobody. I'm just saying it's the truth.
It's pimping and hoeing.
Yeah, man. So, but like for me, I'm like, yo, just take accountability and just say, all right, I need to find out what's what and figure out how to do it. And once you start taking accountability and figuring out, then not only will the opportunities present themselves, they'll reveal themselves. The ones that was already there.
And you're able to recognize them.
Yeah, you schooled me today with the REIT situation. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh man, I just be digging, bro.
And 90% of millionaires are made off of real estate. You know, people don't understand that, but 90% of millionaires in America are made off of real estate.
I just want to acquire as much as I possibly can, as much dirt as I possibly can. You know what I mean? And the internet is another way. And the internet is another tool to make money. Yeah, you know what I mean. But to like what you really want to do with your money is just acquire resources. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like me and hit your ass up about buying some dirt in Africa. Man, I want to get some.
Remember we was discussing it.
I got to get some land.
We're doing that.
I'm gonna carve out a whole country. Hey, this is me right here, y'all. Everybody can come. Ain't no taxes. Hey, listen, prostitution legal. It's fine. Come on.
Speaking of that, you did a skit about a governor in Kenya, and they love you over there.
Yeah,
so
man.
you're opening your own access doors as well because they're like, hey, my bro, we're ready for you to come.
Shout out to Mike Sonko. You know what I mean? Because the video you talk about was a guy that he sent the Hennessy with the care packages when everybody went to everybody had to go inside for the lockdown. He was like, I'm like, we need him here. Yeah. Ain't none of y'all, ain't no politician ever sent us no liquor. Yeah. And he understand what the people need.
Yeah. And he love you too.
The rest of y'all just sitting there on TV worrying everybody to death, scaring everybody. Just tell me some liquor. We trying to cope with some of this shit y'all got. Motherfucker done got fired. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on y'all to make a decision. Man, send me some, at least give me some Hennessy and we can just, all right, y'all, all right. You know what I mean? You mess around and get another term.
2 terms.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Yeah.
Bitch, that made me mad. All this money in America, and y'all talk all that junk about everybody in Africa, and he the one said, we sending y'all Hennessy. Ain't this a bitch? Y'all ain't even sent us a shot of liquor. You know what I mean?
Bottles.
Yeah, it's bottle. He's
in Africa.
Can I get a shot of Douce something?
Yeah.
Because in America, domestic violence went up and all that. I bet you wasn't no problems over there now, but that Hennessy was pouring.
Sir.
They be like, here, drink some Hennessy and we
You'll
gonna
be
figure,
all right.
we gonna figure this out.
Right.
We gonna be drinks on me, everybody. Y'all figure this out. Come on, man.
What a campaign strategy.
You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, yeah, he all right. I don't know what's going on, but I love my government. I trust him. It's like Trustus Jones, you remember CB4? You can't trust me, you can't trust him.
Trustus, yeah.
Oh, man.
So, Shula, with this, with you giving us some real good knowledge on financial literacy and whatnot, and the real estate game we discussed, have you thought about purchasing anything beyond traditional real estate, like perhaps a planet? Perhaps.
Hell no, I know
doing
she
that.
getting man. Hell no, you talking about Lil Uzi Vert about to buy a planet, man. Like I said earlier, my question: from who? Who you finna buy it from?
Right.
And who did they buy it from?
Yeah.
Who? Well, like that. Okay, maybe I'm missing something, and I'm in the real estate. Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe he could buy the planet. And then later on, the planet will the value will have increased, and he could sell it to somebody else. Maybe so. I could be way off base here. But how you gonna sell me something I can't touch it? We can't see it. Can't nobody go to it. Nothing.
And who owns it for them to put it on sale?
Exactly. How you gonna buy something that don't nobody own?
And if I don't pay for it, are you gonna come and repossess?
Right. You gonna come get it? What you gonna do? I'll buy it and I'll finance it and don't pay nothing. On
nothing.
nobody.
Yeah. And
What you gonna do?
You
Go
put
get
it on my credit?
Yeah, go get it. Repo, go. And let me see you go
I'll
get
tell
it.
you, it's outside.
Yeah. Come get it. Come to the house and get the motherfucker.
It ain't like you got to put it in the garage. You know, when you don't pay, you got to tuck it away in the garage.
Yeah,
Nah,
I hit it.
Go get it.
Yeah, like
Go get it. Go
it's
get it
still
back.
gonna be right there.
Yeah.
What are you gonna like? That's the dumbest. Like I was saying, I was like, nigga, that's like trying to buy the wind.
Don't make no sense.
I own all the wind now. Who the fuck you storm?
So that's when you just got too much money and you don't know what to do with it. Sometimes it happens.
I don't know if there's any such thing as too much money, but just I don't know. I
Financial
really don't know.
illiteracy.
But you know,
at the
some
same
people
time.
just like to throw money away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Maybe
you know,
a cloud chasing.
yeah, man.
type.
It's so many things you can just throw money away on, man. I was watching I watched pieces of this interview, man. Like it's so many interviews and things like that, but girls be like, you know, like if a guy want to talk to me, he got to buy me a Birkin bag. He got to. I'll be like, this is a, excuse the expression, this is a trick hole generation.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
The world is just it's like an open trick hole, and
I told you, it's all pimps and hoes.
and I'm so glad I was able to school my younger brother. You know what I'm saying? Because cats used to love walking around here talking, it ain't tricking if you got it. You know what I mean? And I told my brother, I was like, don't you follow that up. Because, nigga, you can't, if you ain't got it, you can't trick.
You can't trick.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, the tricking is a person that is purchasing sexual services from a prostitute.
Right.
That's what a trick is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got the hoe and you got the trick. That's where the term I'm about to turn this trick come from.
Yeah.
And if you got a pimp, you got the hoe and you got the trick. Now, a hoe or a pimp is never differentiated the difference between a trick and anybody else. If the trick got money, if this trick is rich and this trick broke, there ain't nobody be like, oh, but he ain't no trick. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
They call him a trick.
Yeah,
They be like,
a
he
trick.
a trick, that's a trick. Everywhere trick. Hey, man, you know, all y'all some tricks. Rich trick, poor trick, middle class trick, all y'all tricks. That's all. That's it. Matter of fact,
Hey, you should write
the
a
rich
book.
trick is the bigger trick because if they know you got it, they gonna check what they gonna get the poor trick for.
bleed you.
This a little $50 turn that they about to do. They gonna be like, oh no, it's $1,000, and this trick gonna pay it.
Right. For the same.
It's 40 if you're broke.
For the same
40 is the going rate if
loose,
you're broke.
worn out coochie.
Yeah.
You know, for the same loose, worn out that somebody else just got out of.
Yeah.
You know
for
what I mean?
$50.
For $50.
Man.
And then here you go, spending $1,000 to get the no walls, to run up and look, damn coochie like a construction site. Like you got the frame up. There ain't no walls in this room. You can see straight through that bitch. The kitchen gonna be over there. You know.
This is where we're gonna put the bathtub.
Yeah, this way. You know how you would walk into like a construction site.
Yes.
And everybody like the contractor know where shit at, but you can't really tell. You be like, all right, so this
you can't even see it.
Like nigga, we in the master, baby. Like, oh, okay, all right.
A lot of space.
Yeah, it's like all I see is just ain't no walls in this motherfucker. I don't know where I am.
We got a true stand-up comedy star in the house, man. True stand-up comedy. I'm telling you, man. Shula funny. You gotta see him live. But bro, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
How did you know you like, okay, I'm on to something here? Like,
I thought you asked me that I like cocaine, but you said okay. Nigga, your accent be throwing me off sometimes. That nigga said, how did you know you like cocaine?
I know you like cocaine.
Well, speaking of cocaine, tell us how. When did you know you loved that white powder?
First of all, for the record, I do love cocaine. No, man, I don't want no cocaine. Cocaine is ruining some of our good brothers. I'm not out here. We ain't gonna name no names, but Lord, no, but
man.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that one out.
Yeah, but
we say them stories for the book.
Not even. Nah, but what would you say? Okay, I'm on this as far as the videos. Or
No, just your career. You know, how did you know? Okay, I'm here now. I feel like this is what I'm really supposed to do. When was that confirmation for you?
I had a few confirmations, man, because there was a couple times that I wanted to quit.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, you don't do nothing for 17 years without, you know, you feel as if you haven't covered any ground.
Yeah.
And then you like, man, I don't even know. But there's been so many confirmations, man. I know one in particular. I was in college, and I was in college, you know what I mean? And you know, in college, everybody broke, man. Nobody had no money.
Yeah.
And I was praying and asking God for, you know, $20. I was like, it was like exam time towards the end of the year, but I knew how to stretch out $20. I'm like, man, if I can get $20, Lord, just send me, any way you can send me $20. Just send me $20. And not that I don't want to make the story long, but so I was praying for $20. It was exam time. A friend of mine named Jamie Downs, who was the president of the NAACP. Not the NAACP. My line brother was the president of NAACP. Jamie was the president of AAAS. Okay. That was the African American Association of Students. At USC. Nonetheless, they were having, I think they were having a Apollo style thing. I think it might have been the Qs. Before I played Q, they was having an Apollo style show. Yeah. You know what I mean? He asked me to do it because they were like, man, you gonna do some comedy? And I was like, nah, man, I ain't even trying to do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I get exams, I got a project due. I'm all the way on the other side of the campus. And he called me and he asked me like 3 times. And the last time he called me, I said, nah, man, I really can't do it, man. I got to, you know, I can't do it, bro. He was like, all right. I'm in class. I get out of class. You know, class over. So I called him back and was like, I think I called him back and he called. It don't matter. But I was like, yeah, man, I'll do it. So and then I hang up the phone. I cuss myself out because I'm like, why in the hell I got project do like, why in the hell So I'm like, man, if I just get $20 to eat, man, I don't know why I'm worrying about this. Ran over there. I didn't even know what I was gonna talk about. I got up on stage and just went. Yeah. 5 minutes. And got off stage, grabbed my book bag and left. I ain't even stay for the rest of the situation. Right. Run over to the McMaster building where I finished up my project. And once I finished it, I'm walking back to my room. Jamie calls me and was like, "Hey man, where you at?" I'm like, I'm just left the McMaster building, man. I'm walking back to my dorm. He was like, "Hey, man, you might want to come back here, man. You know you just won $100." So, and I know $100 ain't a lot of money.
What?
In college?
But you know what I'm saying? But
in college.
But the thing is, it was one of them confirmations where I was like, that was one of the first times that I had ever earned money doing what I like. You got up and talked. Yeah. You got up and used your gift. And what you asked for, I gave you 5 times that.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, damn, okay, I should have asked for $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So, but nonetheless, you know what I mean? It was just like, it's certain things. Like, and then it was another time, one in particular that sticks out in my head. over everything else, there was a lady that had made these towels for me, and she sent them by my friend to drop them off at the show, and she had a letter with it that said, Shula, I should have been gave you this gift a long time ago. I came to your show one time, and she said I had been suffering from a respiratory infection for years, and I came to your show and I laughed the entire time, and then when I went back to the doctor, they couldn't find the infection.
Man.
So with that, let me know that was the first indication that I had that said this is bigger than you.
Yeah.
Like what we do as comics, if you a DJ, you a comedian, I don't care if you a plumber, whatever it is you do, that's your gift that God wants you to do. And somehow or another, he's using you as an instrument to distribute blessings to other people. Because I didn't know nothing about that.
Right.
And I ain't no point in me getting a big head talking about, oh, man, I made somebody laugh. So that ain't me. I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I was just the person that God chose to be the instrument at that time.
Yeah.
Because he could have picked you, anybody.
Yeah.
He just said, all right, she's here and I'm going to use you.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't hear a screwdriver or a hammer bragging about building a house.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
it was
what
a
they're
contractor. It
supposed to
was a
do.
mastermind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just the instrument. I didn't know what was going on. I'm just trying to be funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know. And this was like 2 years later when she sent that.
Wow.
So, you know what I mean? And that was the thing that's like, okay. So from this point, it's like, that's what kind of led me up to just be like, you know what, God, whatever it is you want me to do,
lead me.
You know, just I'm gonna do whatever you want me to do, and however you decide to bless me.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I'm not about to chase after whatever the fame and the money and the this that. However you decide to bless me, I'm good with that. Because as long as me and you good, I'm good. I'm just like if I never win an award, and not to down nobody or whatever, because people cry about everything because everybody think they God now, but you know what I'm saying, if I never get any type of award, what that lady told me,
that's enough. And
when people text me or send me DMs and say, hey man, I'm in chemotherapy and I watch your video, what award is bigger than that? Ain't no award bigger than somebody saying that, hey man, I'm dying of cancer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm laughing at your video. Like I met somebody who has terminally ill with lupus, I guess, some other disease. I was in Orlando, and the lady said, I love you to death. And she said, I'm dying, but I'm coming to see you.
Man.
And she came and we hugged and took a picture and all other stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's bigger than
it is.
It's bigger than you. You know what I mean? So whatever it is God give you to do, you do that. Don't worry about all the fame and the money and the what I mean?
Will come. Yeah, and you'll take care of it.
Because you never know what, like that gift, you use it, you just never know how God is blessing somebody else through your obedience.
I did a show at one of the improvs.
So you're just going to brush off the fact that we're speaking with not only a phenomenal comedian, but he's a healer.
Yeah.
I ain't no healer.
Not really. But
you know what? The first lady,
I'm not no healer.
He's the vessel. So what I was about to say is,
you got the strength.
I did a show at the one of the improvs, man, and this is when it hit me as well, because this dude came up to me, man, and he's like, "Yo, I have never been to a comedy show, but these folks brought me out here, and I didn't want to come out." Because I'm depressed and I was about to take myself out. Today. He told me that. He said, I'm about to kill myself. He said, but man, when you got on that stage, I was laughing the whole time. From the moment you stepped on to the moment you got off. And I say to myself, why am I trying to kill myself? There is so much in life for me to live for. Thank you. So he wanted to thank me. This brother right here has been to my show so many times.
Man. I'm telling you, bro, you'd be surprised at how much of an effect. And I get that to like veterans. Have veterans hit me and be like, yo, man, I be so depressed and this, that, and whatever. And you know what I'm saying? And he's like, man, I'm just glad you. And if I see that type of message, I hit him back.
Yeah.
Because it means something.
Big time.
That I just, hey, man, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We need you here, but don't do that.
You're here for a purpose.
For whatever reason, man. And I mean, we get frustrated with life. All of us do. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, like, I used to be like, another in our culture, you don't kill yourself. You ain't gonna never, that don't make no. But you don't know where somebody is mentally.
Yeah.
And trauma and stress will actually cause a chemical imbalance in your brain and in your body that will attack your body, attack your brain, and make you to the point like, you know what?
I do want to do that.
But the hell with it. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So I don't judge nobody who ever has suicidal thoughts or anything, man.
So if you thought comedy was just to make people ha ha ha, we are God sent.
I always say,
true,
baby, it's bigger than Nino Brown, baby.
Look, but I mean, realistically, and this is why I love comedy, and I love rocking around, being around brothers like y'all, because I really think comedy is truly one of the best forms of medicine. Like anything that put a constant smile on your face is a beautiful thing, man. Everything is energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everything is energy, and there's positive and it's negative. And when you are laughing and feeling good, that is you're creating a positive energy that is it can't be rivaled, man.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why we can't let comedy die. Like it's so many people that's trying to kill comedy, man. It's like you can't say nothing. You can't, you know what I mean? Every time you turn around, you say something, and oh my gosh, that's nice. It's like, man, I let it rip. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I respect, you know what I'm saying, Carlos Miller. As we was in a meeting one time, and Carlos like, I ain't changing nothing. I'm going to do what I do.
Right.
And this is it. Yeah. Goddamn it. Well, I ain't walking on eggshells for who. And, and I was just like, you know what? I
respect that.
You got to respect that.
100%.
Because that's how we all feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I say what I say if you push me to say it.
Right.
But on stage, I just say what I want. But Carlos Miller that's him 100%.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it now. Don't just leave Carlos alone. Because he gonna, hey, damn it, I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
And I'm glad you brought that up, man. So how is it that environment where you're working with all these brilliant young comedic geniuses, man? Because there's a lot of comics on that show. How is, I mean, you're talking about the Carlos Millers, the DC Young Fly, my boy Black Ron is not one of the writers. And
Chico,
Sidney, because all these cats, man. How is that?
I mean, it's great for me, you know what I mean? I like, because, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be around, people that are just, like, creative. I think, like, sometimes, man, I sit back and, like, I look at people and just be like, yo, this dude a genius, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you see that somebody just gets into their element, you know what I mean? You like, damn, this dude is really a genius. I mean, and it's a lot of them just to be in a close proximity with so many talented people. It's just like, it's really a blessing. I mean, you talking about Emmanuel Hudson, Chico Bean, Carlos Miller, DC Young Fly. I mean, even the writers, Tyler Chronicles, Sidney.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many of them. I mean, dang, man, I know ridiculous. I'm leaving some people out, but at the same time, I mean, they know who they are. You know what I'm saying? And
we see them.
It's not a. To me, it ain't a clout thing. It ain't a money thing. It's like it's just really people who can just sit down and just give you the work. You know what I mean? And a lot of people try to like discredit DC, but I'll tell you now, man, DC Young Fly is like one of the most talented people I've ever seen in my life.
And the boy can sing.
I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, you have people who are the exception who are just like naturally, he just has a light.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to come from where he came from, and to be where he is now, man, that's exceptional.
And I love to see brothers like that, man. He bought his mom a house. This
is man. I mean, I like to see, stuff like that. The Pretty V's, the B. Simones, you know what I mean? Just and Nick Cannon, you know what I mean?
There you go.
It's just Nick. I got nothing.
You got to go give Nick so much respect.
Yeah, nothing but respect.
But I love y'all for standing by him when he was going through what he went through, man. Yeah. They were trying to cancel him, and not one cast member said, "Well, I'll take the sheet over."
Well, nobody asked me shit. Ain't nobody asked me nothing.
Oh, wait a minute.
Ain't nobody asked me.
Wait a minute. Had they asked you, your ass.
They did not.
I remember DC talking about that too.
I mean, like I think they might have went down the line. I don't know, but that's the element of it that's just business.
Of course.
And but it's not gonna work if you don't have Nick Cannon.
Right.
They asked a lot of people.
Yeah.
They
probably people who wasn't even affiliated.
They asked a lot of people.
Bring them in.
Some people who were affiliated. Some people were like, "Well, we trying to get a wilding out type of." They were trying to bring. You know how the industry is. Yeah. They'll cut out the real shit and you know what I mean. Throw out the turkey and be like, "Well, we got hamburgers." Like, no, bitch, where the turkey? You know what I mean? So. You know, but that show doesn't really go without me.
I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
Me too, man.
Yeah, me too. Y'all are back. Y'all are rocking it.
And shout out to him. You got a baby now. We got brand new baby. Yeah.
Rather having twins every 6 months.
Yeah. Hey man,
I don't know how he does that. He got that vibranium.
He got that Nick Cannon. He can afford it.
He laying the good wood.
Listen,
brother.
man. Look, be fruitful and multiply if you can afford it.
Yeah, they should have put that part in the Bible.
In the Bible, because that part is not in there.
You can afford it. Because the way that child support set up.
Man.
So what's next for you, bro?
Wait, before that. This is something I was always curious about, and I want to reiterate, if for anybody who's been, under a rock and hasn't seen, any of your videos, or especially your stand-up, because I'll say this, Shula. I literally, because I've watched all these different casts of the video, because I do videos and stuff, but I've never seen any of your content that wasn't funny. Like, sometimes people do, they put out, it's just, all right, I need just keep adding content, and it's hit and miss. But all of your content is funny. And then, like you said, you've been in this game 17 years. I didn't know that initially watching your content. So I was like, oh, okay, you're killing it on the internet. Let's see what his stand-up's like. And when I first seen your stand-up, we was in the Funk in Fort Worth, and I was like, this dude is a real comedian. And like, he is funny, like super funny. So if you're watching, please go see this man if he's in your town. But the question I want to ask you is, where does the name Shuler King come from?
Okay, I used to live on the street I grew up on was called Shuler Drive. Okay, so that's the place I was born and raised at. That's where everything about me. That is my foundation, right? And I added King for God. It's not me. It's just me. It's where I come from and God. That's all it is. Just me putting. Never forget where I come from. Never forget about God. Put it together. It's Shuler. And Shuler King to me just sounded like something that needed to be in lights.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because I was like, is that his government?
Nah,
we ain't gonna say.
I got so many people who last name Shula be like, yeah, I think we could. My grandmama said, and I be like, yeah, we cousins, dog.
That's hilarious.
I'm everybody's cousin. I don't care. Yeah, if you say I'm your cousin, I'm your cousin.
Then you're your cousin.
That's how I am, man. 'Cause I'm from the South, so you know what I mean.
I told you the first time I met you, I said your comedy reminds me of Flip Wilson. Old school cat Flip Wilson, man. And
I watched a lot of them dudes, man. I used to watch Flip.
Yeah.
I used to watch. There was a summer I did before I even started doing comedy. I remember there was a summer I sat out and the first time I watched a VHS. I used to have a VHS player.
Yeah.
And I would go and I would buy just comedy, all the Def Jams, all the. It's just like I would go to Blockbuster and buy these things for like $5.
I remember
that. Let you know how long ago this was.
I remember,
but I wasn't a comedian yet.
You were studying.
I mean, I just like because I used to watch Def Jam. My sister had in her room there was a little box that would bring up HBO real fuzzy. Okay. So I would watch Def Jam in her room, and then I watch Comic View in her room. You know what I mean? So like the Damon Williams, Shucky Duckies, the Bruce's, the Cedric, those are the ones that we came up watching. We didn't watch Eddie and all them. We came up watching them. You know what I'm saying? True. So I was watching tapes, and I remember the first time I watched the Richard Pryor tape, and then I bought it. I bought Richard Pryor Live, where he had the red silk shirt on, the black pants, and the gold shoes. No, what's Sunset Strip?
That was in New Orleans.
Sunset Strip. Sunset Strip he had on like a gray
No, Sunset Strip, he had a red suit.
He had the red suit on.
But he's talking about a burgundy shirt.
He had on a burgundy silk
jeans,
shirt
like,
with I think it was dark blue or black jeans with gold shoes.
Yes.
Man, I remember buying that video tape, and I was like, yeah, they probably done stole all his jokes. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just watch it this one time and put it up. Man, when I couldn't breathe for about an hour and a half, bro.
Funny.
I'm like, and it was none of the material was stolen. This motherfucker was funny.
Yeah.
And I knew who Richard Pryor was, but I was like, damn. Because I'm young and ain't like nobody sat me down and was like, man, you got to watch this Richard Pryor. Yeah. Man, I thought I was going to die. This motherfucker was funny. Yeah. Like hilariously funny. You know what I mean? And then later on.
And it stood the test of time over the years, too.
Bruh. And then later on, just segueing from Richard Pryor to I got a chance to do a few shows with Paul.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
I met Paul's sons. I met you got a chance to work with Paul Mooney, you know, before he passed. I don't get a chance. I don't like to say, well, I met Paul because Paul was sick.
Yeah.
So you met him, but you didn't meet him.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I met Dick Gregory the same night I met Paul Mooney. We took a picture or whatever. I met Dick Gregory. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think Dick was a little sick then too, but you know, Dick Gregory had a different spirit about him though, man. Yeah. I remember I got there, I got in the club free because the place was packed. And I'm talking about packed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to step over a motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And I got all the way to I didn't even know where I was going. I got all the way to the other side of the club, and there was just one chair that was open. So I sat down, and I'm like, I hope I ain't sitting in nobody's seat. And Paul was on stage. Dick Gregory came and sat right next to me. And I'm like, because you could have, like, this Dick Gregory.
Of course.
Yeah. And I, like, if you know a fraction about Dick Gregory. Yeah. Man, you know what I'm saying? Then you did for him to be in the room with you is humbling.
Yeah, absolutely.
To say the least. And I mean, you know, I'm just like, oh, this Dick Gregory sitting right next to me. I'm like, and I looked at him and I just said thank you. Like, cause I looked at him, he was already looking at me. Yeah. Like, he was already just like burning a hole in the side of my head. Like, nigga, I know. Cause he, not only did he sit next to me, his leg touched my, like, you know how somebody, like, brush it and they be like, oh, excuse me. Nah, he was like,
and didn't even let it
didn't move. Like, so my leg just moved, his leg right here. And I was just like, you know. And he was just looking at me. Like, I'm like, okay. And I looked at him and I said, thank you. And he didn't say a word. He just extended his hand and he shook my hand. Yeah. Like, firmly. Yeah. And just looked me in the eyes and he just said, that's it. That was it. And that was
wow.
All that was the exchange. But I don't know, man. Like, it was no deep conversation. So it's not like I said, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. It was just that. But the only thing, because I knew about all the stuff that he had done, the only thing I could say to him when I met him was like, thank you.
Yeah. Because it's bigger than comedy.
Bruh. Bruh, it's huge. And it was like, that was the most intriguing, I guess you could say. I don't know the type of exchange I've ever had with a human being, you know what I mean? Because, and even with Paul, I couldn't, like, I never, even though Paul had the dementia, I could never bring myself to say shit around, like I could, but, and he thought I was funny. Right. Yeah. He would laugh during my set. And we laughed a couple times, because Paul would have moments where he was fully there, and then there'd be like, it would just like cut out. Yeah. Like, man, one time we were in the green room at Tommy T's. And for a moment, Paul started just talking. And he was talking about who's in Hollywood is really a man and this and that. And he was just talking about all this stuff. But I tell you, we was dying laughing. Wow. Paul killing. Let me tell you something. That's a motherfucking man. That ain't no goddamn woman, I'm telling you now. Yeah, and all of them, gay as a motherfucker. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you that, and we dying, and that motherfucker on cocaine. And trust me, I'm telling you. You think I'm lying? No, and we like damn near on the floor. And in the next moment, he said something that had nothing to do with the conversation. Yeah. And that's when it's like you could tell the air just dropped out of the room. It's like, oh yeah. Because he was being that funny, funny to the point where you forgot that he was sick.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Almost hopeful, like, oh, he coming back. Yeah. And then he said something was like, oh, shit.
Man.
Yeah, like that's how it was, man.
Incredible, man. Yeah, but that just lets you know the baton has been passed on, man. All these greats are gone, but we got greats like you in the making.
Like you too, brother. Yeah, come on now. Don't forget that white robe, brother. I'm tempted to say that shit. You know what I mean? And on top of that, you know, when I was in college, man, Richard Pryor died in 2006 on my birthday.
Wow.
On my favorite comedian, because that's how he became my favorite comedian when I sat down and watched them damn tapes.
Yeah.
And yeah, but he died on my birthday, man. Yep.
Incredible. Incredible. Shula, I can't wait to see what you're gonna do next, bro. We gotta work. I mean, we've worked together.
Yeah.
But I'm ready. We were supposed to go to Africa. We were talking about Africa, and then for the International Comedy Festival in Johannesburg.
Don't let them let that slide. We are going to Africa.
Yes, we are going to Africa.
No,
for sure.
We gotta go.
And
that was my excuse to go to the motherland. Me and my wife gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you're working, you
it's different. It's different when if you're working, you might not be able to bring your wife, which is fine. You know what I mean? You
can bring her.
No, I was just saying if you're working, it's even.
Oh, it's even better.
There's no reason why we gotta go. I gotta work.
Yeah, I'm like, long as the promoters could pay for it,
and they will. I mean,
it ain't not our money.
That's the one thing you will never have to worry about.
Janky promoters.
This is the one thing you will never have to worry about. African promoters, as far as I'm concerned, I have not had one bad experience, and I know this. We talking about the real legit people.
We got to make sure time,
because money, my brother.
She's pregnant, so it's like you can't travel.
Not right now,
especially now. Not with
then right after the baby comes, you can't, but we gonna figure it out. Might have to bring the baby too.
Yeah, so you I'm sure you're excited to be a father, though, man.
I'm excited and a little nervous.
Of course,
beautiful thing, though, man.
Yeah, I got one, so I can school you.
Yeah, so please, I need all the help I can get. Yeah, all the real daddies, not the sperm donors. Please.
Yeah, the real daddies.
If you ain't raised your kids, keep your advice. I don't want to hear that. Oh man, see, everybody want to, you know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody want, it's like everybody want to wear the T-shirt, but don't nobody want to do the work. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to show up to a meeting and do none of the. No, man, because there's a lot of fake dads and fake mamas. I ain't got time. No, I don't want to hear that.
Drop it out, man. Shout out to your Fred brothers. You a Q dog.
Yeah, man. This ain't no Q shirt, but shout out to all the Mega Sci-Fi, man. Yeah,
they show support at your shows too. I saw them. Y'all be taking pictures. Y'all be doing the sign. I want to do the sign, but I can't do it because I didn't get barbecued. My arm was not roasted.
Yeah, hey man. And that ain't gonna go over well in Africa, no way. You don't want to go back home.
They be like, this is what they do.
This nigga. Nah.
What happened?
Yeah. It is starting again. I'm glad you got it way.
Hey, stop it. Because I'm going to make you do that joke where Donald Trump goes to the United Nations.
Hey, man.
What does the African president
what is this
say?
Shit here? What's this? Oh, man. Yo, man, I had some Kenyan people come up to me after that. They seem to like it. They be like, yo, that joke is hilarious.
It's funny, man. Well, what does the Indian president say?
Oh, he was like, I don't know what the fuck that is. You got to come to the show and see it.
Man, you got to come to the show, man.
Yeah. All right, man.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much, man. It's the A to Z show. We got Mr. Shuler King in the house. Yeah. Anybody want to tell me?
Yeah.
We're going to put his handles. You know where to find him. It's the A to Z show. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so every time we drop a new episode, you'll be able to catch it. We're going worldwide, baby.
Yeah, you got to do an episode in the road.
I'm getting one made.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm getting one made, bro. It's gonna be crazy, and I think we're both gonna have to do it.
You got to get.
He wants to move to Belize or Ghana. He's not too sure yet. Yeah. But so we're gonna do that.
Before you leave, brother, you got to have a robe episode.
You get to get to the white robe episode.
Get in the white robe, and I'm telling you, you ain't gonna look as good as this motherfucker. I'm telling you that now.
White slippers and everything.
Man, look here. Alvin was in Cancun acting a damn fool. You hear me? His FaceTime. No.
Ain't no cut.
Ain't no cut. This is bonus footage.
Hey, was he wearing the slippers too?
Man, he had on the slippers. Everybody else had regular robes. I swear your shit was Versace. I don't know. This joker had on that robe like this. He didn't give a damn.
No, sir.
He had one little nipple hanging out. What? Acting a fool.
He was at the pool.
He was out. Hey, look here.
With the Cuban. I had a Cuban link.
Man, look here. That was the first time I had met Alfred. I had never seen Alfred sitting still. He was either going this way, going that way. I ain't know what was going on.
Bruh.
Never sat still. Went and got me some food. It was free food, free liquor all day, all night.
That's a problem.
It's an issue. I'm going to tell you now.
We got to do that again.
Yeah, I'm going to slow down.
Yeah.
I ain't going to be able to do all the stuff I did last time.
I know that's right.
Ain't no way. Even with the party, ain't no way in the hell I'm doing.
Yeah.
I knew I was getting older when I said, man, I'm going to stay out all day.
Yeah.
Man, because they partied from 12.
Day?
They partied from 12 up until 12. Like that was, bro.
Yeah.
Man, hurting the next
day. You hurt.
But the food was amazing.
Food was good.
Hey, listen.
Liquor was free.
Food, I remember Capone talking about it because we in Mexico, right? Yeah. And the people would go out there and start talking to the waitresses and stuff like that and get mad at them and start cussing them out in English. What do you mean you ain't got my plate? And Capone's like, listen, you're not in New York no more. You can't be talking to them and hollering at them
especially
in English.
East Coast cats, man. East Coast cats is
Spain.
very impatient.
You're in Mexico. Speak to them in Spanish.
Man, look here. And them damn people would mess around and whoop your ass.
Yeah.
And you ain't home. You better be careful how you talking to people.
Right. You are in their country now.
Yeah.
It's a different game. All right, this is it. We out of here. Peace. The A to Z show, bro. Absolutely. We going worldwide.